When a man tells you that he's a visual being, what he's indirectly telling you is that he sees you as a sexual object. Now, let's talk about it. Most of the times, let's say in a marriage, when you hear a man telling his wife, I'm a visual being, you should do better. What he's in essence saying is, hey, I go out there and I see women dressed in a particular way. Now, you don't appeal to me. You are not dressing in that way that appeals to me, that makes me want to do the thing that men do to women to you. When you see a young girl maybe being rebuked at home, and you say, you have brothers, this and that. What that statement is saying is this: when men see you, they will automatically want to do something to you. Why is that the case? Now, let's talk about the notion of being visual. Being visual is just the ability to see things. So if you have eyes, you're going to be able to see. So for example, right now, I'm looking at the camera. I can see the camera. Am I planning to do anything to the camera? If I go out there and I see a flower, beautiful red flower, beautiful purple flower, I'm going to be like, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. Am I going to plan to do something sexual to the flower? No. If I see a little baby and I'm like, oh, that's a cute baby, she's so cute, he's so cute, I am just appreciating that. I am not thinking about doing anything special to that child. So if I go to work and I see a whole load of work, papers that I need to attend to, I am not saying to myself, oh my God, look at these papers. Look at these papers. I need to do something to the papers. So in view of that, men alone are not visual. Men are visual, women are visual. If you are a human and you have eyes and you don't have any problems with your eyes or vision issues, it means that you are visual. And when you are visual, you can use that ability that you have, that natural sense, right? Because vision is one of the 5 senses. You can use it to do something meaningful. You can use it to make decisions. So if you see a whole stack of plates that need to be washed, and somehow you as a visual man, you didn't think that it needs to be washed, but somehow you see a woman and then suddenly you think you need to do something to her, you have a problem. If you are a man and you have children and you see that the children have not taken a shower, or maybe your baby has a diaper that needs to be changed, and you see it and it never occurs to you that this thing needs to be done by you, but somehow you see a woman maybe walking on the streets and there's something that you want to do to her, you have a problem. You're not using your vision for what it's supposed to be. A woman is a human. Yes, there can be attraction, physical attraction between males and females, men and women, but it doesn't mean that every single time you as a man sees a woman, then it means that you want to do something to her. Or it doesn't mean that if a woman dresses in a particular way, then it is because she's trying to attract you. Now, still on that matter of men being visual beings, that is one main thing that the patriarchy has used to deal with women back to back. A woman will be held responsible for what a man does to her, whether it's in marriage, whether it's out of marriage. If that is the case, should we also blame children if a man does something to a baby? Should we also blame animals? Should we also blame people that have mental health issues if a man takes advantage of them? You see that what this does is that it gives men a free pass. It's already like, sometimes when people do something bad, they say, they have mental health issues, just a way to cover and let that person go free, or maybe reduce the sentence that the person can serve. And since we have established that being visual means just having eyes and being able to use the sense of sight to coordinate and make decisions, it means that women also have vision. Why is it that a man will say because he's visual, then he'll go outside and cheat on his wife that is very pretty, that is well put together? But a woman that is also visual will stay at home and she will notice that her husband now has a pot belly, and she will not go out and cheat. She will still be there, showing him love, showing up for him, supporting him. So you see, it's not about the fact that you have eyes. It's about what you decide to do with that, your gift of sight. So let's talk about this thing. This issue of being visual has nothing to do with men's capacity or otherwise to control themselves. It is a matter of lack of self-discipline, because women have vision. In fact, women have very good eyesight to the point that it goes beyond the 5 senses we have. A woman can come in, she looks around, everyone is smiling, but she can say, I sense something. These people don't like me, they're just smiling. So you see that she can read between the lines. An average woman that is woke, that knows herself, that is self-aware, she can come in and she can read between the lines. So even women live with men that they know they don't like them. They can see it, they can visualize it. But a lot of these women still stay in marriages. But a man that is visual will see how his wife is going the whole mile. She is cooking, she's cleaning, she has sacrificed everything, she has given up everything. She left her father and mother, she gave up her name. Some women give up their careers, some support the husband. He sees all these things with his visual capacity, but it doesn't stop him. He still goes out and cheats. What I want you to take away from this is, if a man is telling you that he's visual, it means that you need to hold him more accountable. Since you are saying that the most developed sense you have out of your five senses is your vision, then I expect you to be able to see what needs to be done. I expect you to see when I am upset. It's not men are not mind readers. No, men are mind readers. If you are visual, you should be able to look at people's eyes, look at people's body language, and know when they are not happy, right? So let's stop excusing men. Let's stop excusing men and saying men are visual. Because if you are visual, you will see what needs to be done. You will not be telling your wife, write me a list of what needs to be done. How will I know? You will see the emotional labor. You will see the unpaid labor. You will see the sacrifices. But somehow that visual acuity, that your visualness is all about seeing what you can do to a woman or excusing what you do to women. So let's call a spade a spade. It's time we ditch all those things that patriarchy teaches us. If you're having issues in your relationship and people are coming to tell you about how a man is visual, you need to do more, you need to do more. Don't even buy into that. Don't let that make you feel like you're doing less or you need to do more. If he is visual, he will see the role he needs to play to make that relationship work. And if he cannot see it or you are seeing it clear as day, then we need to question that notion of being visual. It's all about the fact that he is sexualizing you, and an object doesn't deserve love or empathy. Yes, we can show love and kindness to animals like dogs, cats. We can be gracious to animals. Animal cruelty is discouraged because animals are creatures. They have feelings, right? But an object like a garbage bin or a phone doesn't have feelings. So if a man is excusing how he's treating you by saying, I am visual or whatever, then just understand that he sees you as an object, and whatever you feel or think does not matter. And that is why an average man out there that believes in polygamy will feel comfortable going out there to pick 2, 3, 4, 5 women, put them in the same house, and tell you it's because they're visual. Let's call a spade a spade. These men need to work on their self-control and stop hiding under the same visualness, the same visual acuity that we all as humans have. We all have eyes. We can see. But you can see something, you can see money in a bank and choose not to steal it. You can see a car and choose not to steal it. So why is it that when it comes to relationship, suddenly the fact that you are visual becomes an excuse to either step out on your spouse or expect them to start flipping and doing cartwheels just to make you attracted to them in the way you want to be attracted to them? Enough is enough.